The movie, White Noise, shows the family take a trip to the supermarket where Jack runs into his colleague who's standing at the butcher's corner at the A&P talking about freshly baked bread alongside a blood-stained man or butcher pounding strips of living veal.
You have these in New York? The oven aroma of bread combined with the sight of a blood-stained man pounding strips of living veal is very exciting.
The mention of bread refers to the cakes or loaves of bread which were always present on a specially dedicated table in the temple in Jerusalem as an offering to God. Exodus 25:30 declares, "And thou shalt set upon the table showbread before me always." The word veal means a bull calf, which was a sacrificial animal in the scriptures. The butcher killing the calf is a reference to Old Testament priests whose job was the butchering or sacrifice of animals. Leviticus 9:2-8 declares, "And he said unto Aaron, Take thee a young calf for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering, without blemish, and offer them before the Lord." Verse 8 goes on to say, "Aaron therefore went unto the altar, and slew the calf of the sin offering, which was for himself." Animals were killed in the place of humans to signify the future death and blood of the Messiah, God's Son. However, Satan has turned this sacrifice on its head by causing all those who worship false gods and idols to sacrifice their sons and daughters to the horned bull god, Molech. Leviticus 18:21 declares, "And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord." And Hosea 13:2 declares, "And now they sin more and more, and have made them molten images of their silver and idols, according to their own understanding, all of it the work of the craftsmen. They say of them, Let the men that sacrifice kiss the calves." The A&P points us to the Antichrist and his false prophet butchering the masses. Remember, it is the false prophet, a religious leader, who orchestrates the murder of those who refuse to worship the beast. Revelation 13:15 declares, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." This butchering of the undesirables will occur much like it did with Hitler and the man who established the esoteric symbolism and rituals into the Nazi SS occultist Heinrich Himmler.
One of the most evil men in human history begins as a mild-mannered, bookish intellectual who loves tradition, country pursuits, and nature. He will become one of the most terrifying champions of the Third Reich, a monster even by Nazi standards.
No name is more associated with Nazi atrocities than that of Himmler.
Himmler will help to define Nazi ideology.
More than most of the other Nazi leaders, Himmler is an ideologue, and he's really interested in ideas and systems of belief and creating a whole new culture, particularly for the SS.
The transformation of Himmler into a Nazi monster is the story of the total collapse of morality and civilization in Germany.
The story of Heinrich Himmler gives real insight into how Nazism evolved, how in 20 years a civilized European humanist country descends into such barbarism and darkness.
Heinrich Himmler is as close as any human has ever been to true evil.
This is confirmed by the fact that we are told Jack's son is named Heinrich
Nobody in any university in this country can so much as utter a word about Hitler without a nod in JAK's direction, literally or metaphorically.
He's Jack in real life.
Hitler is now glad he's Hitler. I'm Marvel. I want to be done with it, man. I want to do the same with Elvis.
We didn't wear glass plus.
We can't.
That's Heinrich. That's Heinrich. That's Heinrich. That's Heinrich.
The supermarket further connects back to several satanic rituals that we have seen play out in supermarkets. For instance, the mass shooting at the Tops supermarket in Buffalo, the bull calf, in which 10 lives were sacrificed to the horned bull god. Remember, this shooter was also connected to the Nazi occult symbol of the black sun as well, which points to the solar eclipse on 4/8, which, when reversed, is 8/4, and also points to Obama. Interestingly enough, the black sun actually comes from the floor of the North Tower of Wewelsburg Castle, which was renovated by Nazi SS leader Heinrich Himmler.
This is Wewelsburg Castle in Germany. Its main triangular-shaped layout dates from the 17th century, but it was in the 1930s, because of its connections to Nazi Germany, that Wewelsburg Castle would become notorious.